Hi, welcome everybody. It's Mike Newton down here at Leerham Golf Academy. In this little video here, we're going to look at the follow through in the golf swing and maybe show you guys how to finish that swing off properly and in a really full finish position. Okay, so let's talk about this follow through here. So I think what I see with so many golfers in the studio through coaching sessions is the follow through is sort of very not basically just not finished off. You know, the certain positions that are happening into impact can obviously create a big change of how you would actually then move past the golf ball. So as the ball's left that club face, it can also really affect of how you finish into that finish position. So think of a golf swing maybe like that full circle. So a good example here is like a hula hoop. Now obviously the club that you swing on here is going to be a bigger circle than here, but this provides a really good example. And when I say to a lot of my pupils, maybe if this follow through is a little bit sawn off, a little bit short, not finished off, there's lack of commitment through that impact position. So think of it like this circle. So as we swing this golf club, we create maybe a nice sort of full backswing position. So we're making half of this circle here and we're back down, and let's complete that circle and actually make it a full circle all the way into that follow through position. Okay, so sometimes a good way of thinking of it is that full circle and what you're going to do and how you're going to produce that circle with this club head. So nice full backswing, and as we come down, we now want to turn all the way through into this finish position. Now clearly when you watch the guys on tour, very flexible, those guys, and some of them get in some really long wound up positions, which I used to do when I was younger in my junior days, but now just physically can't. So I'm not saying you've got to get all the way around here, but let's finish this swing off. So let's talk about that in a little bit more detail. So ideally what we want to be happening here is obviously as you make your swing, you come into impact here, and as we come through, obviously the body's rotating and we want to be turning that body onto this lead leg, this left leg for the right-handed golfer. Okay, so as we turn onto that leg there, pretty much 99% of the weight is on that leg, and obviously on that trail leg here, it just turns up onto its toe. Okay, so that's our weight shift here, which is one of the elements to finish this swing off. Again, see so many golfers would sort of hang back a little bit through impact. The weight stays on this trail leg, doesn't really get onto that lead leg, and then that stops the rotation. You can see the feet are quite planted, and again this is going to affect speed, your low point control, and obviously your strike. So let's work this into this finish again. So we've got the weight shift, we're turning around that lead leg into that full weight transfer into that front side. So what else do we class as a full finish position? So from what I've just said there, basically, and this ties into this is and follows on from there. So as you get that rotation around that lead leg and the weight transfers there, is basically that rotation carries on, so the whole body turns and presents itself to target. So the hips, the sort of chest and the head is all facing to that target position there. So again, that's our full rotation as well as our weight shift onto that lead leg. Okay, so let's just do that again for you there. So again, through that backswing, we're coming down, we're turning, weight transferring onto that lead leg as we turn over that and finish with the whole body presenting towards target. So again, what I sometimes see is the weight doesn't transfer, we don't get the rotation, and the finish position is sort of like just hands and arms throw over the shoulder, nothing really happening with the core and the actual main body position, and the body actually faces off to the right of target. So let's just do a few swings here. So we're going to wind this up in the backswing, and then I'm going to get it all the way through into that follow through and try and start to hold your balance at the end of this golf swing. Balance is obviously a key aspect throughout the whole golf swing here, and we sort of see that very much in the end of the swing, that follow through, if your balance is good or not through the swing. So again, sometimes what we see is sort of stepping off the golf ball through, and I think some of you may well relate to that when you're out playing, is you step off the golf ball, very rarely hold that finish. Certain players when I was younger, and certain players that used to stick in my mind was like Ernie Els, Luke Donald. Okay, two very smooth swingers of the golf club, and you could always see them in that finish position there. They'll just literally hold it, you know, and a hurricane could come through and they'll just still be in that position. The balance was fantastic. So sometimes a good way to relate to a good finish and a good balance is thinking of those guys and those swings. So as we get into this finish position, we're going to transfer that weight, rotate, present that body at target, and then I'm going to count to 3 in my head, and hold that finish as best I can to create some bit of smoothness and a little bit of balance in this swing. So what I'm just going to do here, I'm going to hit a shot for you and just try and demonstrate that nice full finish with a little bit of balance, hopefully. Okay, so you see all my weight's transferred on that lead leg, body's presented to target, and I'm holding that balance with a little bit of control there. Okay, so next time you're at the range, have a little look at your follow through position, and don't just look at the ball, see where it goes. Actually start to flick your eyes down your body, see where you are. Are you leaning back? Are you facing off to the right? Are you round? Is that right trail leg on its toe? Is all your weight on that lead leg? There's a few questions and a few little checkpoints you can have a little look at there at yourself. But I think sometimes the follow through is very much sort of ignored, because obviously you're looking at where that ball goes. Has it gone right? Has it gone left? Oh, that was a good shot. Oh, that wasn't so good. But what's actually happening in that finish position? So take a little note next time at the range of what you do in that finish position, and think of that circle, and think of completing the whole swing. Big, full circle there. Okay, hopefully that tip works for you guys there. Go and give it a go at the range. Let me know, comment down below if you have any success with that. Is a follow through something you've always struggled with? Do you realise you're struggling with it? If not, have a little look. If you do, have a work on this. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Always appreciate watching the videos. Do hit that subscribe button somewhere up there. Hit that bell icon so you get notifications of any future videos, and hopefully we'll catch up with you all very soon.